So heading towards Lahaul Valley, first bore, Gramfu 13 kilometers, Chandrataal 77. Wow, Kaza 144. I'll be riding till Kaza probably. At least till Chandrataal, if not Kaza. What a view! What a view, what a view. I don't need to stop here yet because many amazing things are way ahead. Let me control my excitement for a while. So in fact, I'm still in Himachal Pradesh. If you could look straight ahead, you see, I mean, what a view of this mountain. There are this yellow color, small shrubs kind of plant. There are red grasses, wild grasses throughout, you see. I don't know whether the GoPro can capture it or not. And then there are also green grasses and then yellow patches of grasses. And this obviously is a glacier water, and hence the color. As it goes down a little bit further, it'll become crystal clear. Here, this is the color of ice. Man. Riding through all those states, Maharashtra, MP, it was kind of a little bit tiring. Now it seems like I'm rejuvenated. This is the Bias or Chenab River. I haven't done much of my research yet. I just came here for the view, for the ride, for the feel, for the emotions associated with it, not for the facts. So sorry for that. This must be one of those two. So probability is close down to 50-50. That much of research I've done. It's not a research, but just geography studies memory. And still, I haven't reached Lahaul Spiti yet. Without the Atal tunnel, this reaching here would have taken a long time. At least I think 2, 3, 4 hours or more. But now you see, it's just, and then you are here. Precursor deck. So if we have, before the Atal tunnel, had we come through the Rohtang tunnel, we would have taken this route. I mean, you would have come, I'm going opposite now, and then this would be the first village, like Precursor village, where people halt. Altitude 10,300 feet. In fact, that is the height at which we jumped out of an aircraft skydiving. Some kind of a jam? Is it close? Himachal Police. What it is for? Excuse me, close the gate. Wow. So the gate was actually closed, and you have to take permission from Manali, which I didn't. But thanks to the profession I was earlier in, and they let me through. Could take bath there. Wow. No words. Please just enjoy the ride, the beauty, the scenic beauty. So now let me see whether I can go up till Kaza. That was the road, the turn through which I came. It's already high altitude, so high altitude for the physical purpose, it starts from around 8,000 feet. Gramfu Sumdo. I think I need to take a picture here. No, there's a wire. Let me go a little bit ahead. This will be perfect. Wow, and you can hear the sound of the winds. Siva Trisul. I know why Lord Shiva loves the mountain. I can empathize, I can feel, and obviously there is Shiva in us. What a beautiful ride, what a beautiful ride. Road repairing. Wow. So this is border roads. Tough. And the river that goes along, it's the Chenab river, I just found out. It's not the Bias, it's the Chenab. Men at work, inconvenience, regretted. Totally. I totally accept it. So I think the smooth road is over now. And the slight off-roading. Wow, the vegetation is yellow and red. That's Chenab river. Chenab, how is it pronounced? And it goes into Pakistan. Chenab. Pakistan, another beautiful country I'd like to ride someday into. Slightly cold here, and I'm still without my jacket inners, but still it's fine. It's not that cold, unbearably. Off continues the ride. The real road has begun, and obviously it must be so difficult building roads over here. See the soil, it's so loose, it's sand. I mean there is no one except for me and few of the departmental trucks and local jeeps plying. I don't know whether there would be any facility in Chandrataal to halt the night. All part of the adventure, we'll go and see. So a little bit of smooth road again. The cool breeze is hitting my my gloves, and then my feet is warm, hitting my legs. Smooth road begins again. So as of now, even the Lahaul valley is closed. Now you have to take special permission from Manali. So that's the situation as of now. See the red grasses that I was talking about, which was giving a red shade to the mountains. I'll show you. I'll just stop by and show you. It's got pretty big leaves. I mean the leaves are this big. High altitude vegetation. Still my body is just okay, adapting well to the high altitude, adapting to the transition. And it's getting slightly colder and colder and colder. This was the kind of vegetation giving a yellow shade to the mountains. How beautiful. You could see more of that. So this is it. What a beauty. Moving ahead. So now it's 11:53. It's quite early in the morning. So that was the route through which I came. See, turn. Finally reach here. This is an example of how rivers are fed. Small, rivulets when there is snow deposition, and after when snow melts, it drips down. All the small drippings from in between the mountains, valleys, they join together, they feed the water. Oh, these are known as tributaries. And when it almost reaches the sea and distributes itself, branches off itself, those are known as distributaries. I remember tributaries feeding the river and distributaries discharging the water. Wow, see, came down all the way from there, turn, twist, turns, twisters, came all the way here. Wow. And out there, that vegetation, it's making it more beautiful. But for us, it's time to, I think I should take one photograph. Yeah, let me take one. So I'm already feeling a little bit of that. It's not exhaustion. I feel I am sensing that lack of oxygen in the air. You need to breathe a little bit harder, even for a mild exertion. So as the saying goes, don't be a Gama in the land of Lama. This is the land of Lama. Minimum exertion, going with the flow, being at peace, forcing nothing in life. Gama refers to the wrestler, Indian wrestler, Gama. I was trying to show you guys that the particular kind of vegetation which gives the red color kind of shade to the mountain slopes, but I think those vegetation are way below. And out here, the leaves are getting smaller and smaller. Vegetation is becoming less. So right now, inching towards Chandrataal lake. I'm still in Himachal Pradesh. You could see the change in vegetation. It's getting tinier, the plants, it's getting minuscule, and it's getting colder. I'll close this ventilation. I'll show you the wildflower. This, what a beautiful flower. This is the kind of leaves which is giving a reddish brownish kind of maroon kind of shade to the mountain. Wow, it's all dried. And the one which I was telling you, it's not as, the leaves are this big. This one's still smaller leaves. And yeah, high altitude butterfly. Let's move ahead. I'm out of breath. So some of the high altitude sickness which happens to you, these are if you're not acclimatized properly. So some of the high altitude problems you could face are acute mountain sickness, AMS, like you feel vomiting or there's bit some drowsiness in your head. And then there is also HAPO, high altitude pulmonary edema, where your lungs gets filled with, the alveoli in your lungs gets filled with liquid water. That's very dangerous. And HACO, high altitude cerebral edema, and the same, there's some sort of water formation in your brain actually expands, so that's dangerous. So, and the first remedy to it, the moment that thing happens, just get down to the lower altitude. No second thought about it, just get down to lower altitude. Summary of the story is, don't be a Gama in the land of Lama. Slow and steady. Life itself has to be slow and steady. Is my transition too rapid? My hand slightly freezing. The first sign of some stupa, wild stupa, low. It's becoming very windy out here. This is known as the wind chill factor. High altitude, it's already cold, but when the wind blows, it takes the heat out of your body and your body actually feels cold. So, and I see some signs over here. What is it? 70 RCC. I think I should acclimatize myself with a hot cup of water. So this is the Rohtang Pass. Altitude 13,000. Wow, that's really high in altitude now. Prayer flex. Let me have a cup of hot drink. I'm going back. Little bit disoriented with the route. The tea seller guy was saying everyone who comes from the tunnel are getting disoriented. Yeah, he says there is a diversion somewhere towards Kaza. I haven't come across it, so I'll just write down 6 kilometers I have to write down. Okay, I'll show you the kind of grass just giving us red color shade. So this is the kind of plants. I don't know what this is. Broad leaves, beautiful when they grow in a bunch together. And wow, this is the route I have to take.